Hey, welcome back to my channel. So, it's been a while, right? Y'all, I am enjoying my summer break. I am really I'm into it, hands down, I'm relaxing. Not really much has been going on. If y'all are a part of my Snapchat fam and the IG fam, y'all would know that I passed my senior year. No, I passed my junior year. I'm now officially a senior in nursing school, so super excited about that. But that's another video. I'll probably do that video tomorrow and post it maybe at the end of this week. But I wanted to go ahead and come on here because if I remember, maybe the last video or the video before that one, I was talking about a product, and it's not a sponsored video or anything, but I was talking about a product, and I told you guys that if it didn't work for me, we would never talk about it ever again. But if it worked for me, then I would come and share the knowledge, because on one hand, I'm not into bashing. I don't want to say other brands, because just because it didn't necessarily work for me, I'm not going to just get on here and bash or whatever. But I am going to give you the real, and if it worked, which it did, because we're doing this video, as I'm sure y'all can tell by the title, I'm talking about nrsng.com. Y'all, let me tell y'all about this website. I'm so excited about it because, okay, y'all know I was kind of like right there with my didactic. I mean, I wasn't failing or anything, but that test that I did fail kind of put me in a bad space as it comes to, passing the junior year. And everything hinged on finals. Now, finals is over everything. So everything that we've learned in the semester, one mass surgery exam is already bad enough. So to have a whole final, with part of the final, the mass surg final, like a quarter of it was it like 20 questions? Yeah, a quarter of it was new material that we had just learned. It was the reproductive. And so we have 20 questions, and I think it was the 80 question final. So we had 20 questions that was over brand new material, and then the other 60 questions was split up over everything that we learned the whole semester. So, you can get a question for anything. So I needed a way to really study and to really just maximize my study time. And that's when I use NRSNG. I'll put the link for the website down in the description box. And I'm sure I'll float it on the screen somewhere. Listen, y'all. I'm about to get real. Y'all see I'm adjusting my seat. I'm about to get real with y'all. Let me tell y'all. I am someone who... I'm naturally smart. However, naturally smart can be a bit of a Achilles heel, because I am used to having 1 + 2 = 3. You have A, B, and then after A, B, you have C. That's what I'm used to. But see, with nursing, it's a little bit different, because you could have 1 + 2 = 3, but that's not what they're going to ask you. That's too obvious. They're going to ask you, why is 1 + 2 3, or I don't know, what is the blood pressure or whatever. So the whole point of me saying that is that I needed something to kind of give me a tap on the behind. So in addition to, I was using the Saunders NCLEX review book. I'll also link, if I can find it on Amazon, I'll link it down in the description box. I was using that, and I was doing tons of rationales, but some of the information I needed a refresher course. most importantly, some of the stuff that I didn't quite comprehend or that I just barely got, I needed a different point of view. And there were some YouTube videos that I was watching. There was a cool guy named David Woodruff. He's on YouTube. He's really good. But I needed just that extra oomph to get me through the finals and get me on to my next semester. And that's where nrsng.com came into. So I don't know if they still have it. They may. I don't know. I'll check. But there was a $1 trial. You get 3 days for $1. I signed up literally 30 minutes into the trial. I was sold. I literally went on, take my money, take my credit card, because anything that's going to make me a better nurse, anything that's going to make me a better student, anything that's going to help me understand the information better, I'm down for that, and everyone learns differently. So, okay, let me just try to paint a picture, because if I cannot grab screen grabs, I want to kind of paint a picture for you. So you log in, and there are like different courses. So there's a pharmacology course. There's a med surg course. There's one that's specifically EKG course, and there's a drug. There's just all of that. So you sign up for whatever course you want, right? So for example, I signed up for the med surg. Once you go to med surg, it's broken down by topic. So it has integumentary, respiratory, GI, neuro, all of the different subjects. I'm completely have brain dumped, so forgive me. But it has all of the different topics. And then when you click on the side, it drops down and gives you like every condition. Each condition, so for example, respiratory, it'll have asthma, and then it'll have COPD, bronchitis, all the different stuff. So you go into the module. Most of the time there's a video of, I think his name is John Halls. He is giving a lecture style video, only the meat and potatoes, and I think that's what's important, because we get so bogged down with reading the textbook. Let me show y'all this textbook. Everybody uses a different textbook, and I think I've showed y'all this already, but this here is the textbook that I had to go off of. This is my medical surgical nursing textbook, the Hoffman Sullivan. And you guys, when I tell you that this textbook was the bane of my existence, because even though I kept a copy of the textbook on my iPad, it still was just too cumbersome to read, and it gives you so much information that you just don't need. And I feel like NRSNG kind of got right to the point, got right to the nursing management, got right to the hallmark signs and symptoms, clinical manifestations, all that good stuff. I feel like NRSNG kind of weeded through this. So it kind of took the information that's here, because this is important information. I'm not saying this information isn't important, but there's a such thing in my mind as information overload. And I feel like that while this book is beautifully written, there's a lot of information overload. Now, there are some great charts in this book, so I'm not saying don't use your book at all, but I do feel like you should use this as supplementation, because, oh, see my ring light. You should use this as supplementation. The NRSNG.com was a great springboard for me. And I'm someone who I've tried to use different ways of studying. Give me 1 second, let me show y'all. These sheets with the patho and the clinical manifestations. this worked, but it was too time consuming. I mean, look at all of this that I'm writing for total joint replacement, you know? It worked, but it just was too time consuming. Glomerulonephritis, you know? Glomerulonephritis. So this was good, but it just was too time consuming, and I spent most of my time writing, whereas I should have been understanding, maybe doing rationales or something. So that's where NRS&G came in, because, like I said, it gets right to the point with the disorder, gets you the meat and potatoes. It gives you a outline. So if you're someone like me who worked during nursing school, maybe you don't have time to listen to a video. It gives you the verbiage from the video in an out loud form. Also, a lot of the disorders also had like this quick fact cheat sheet, you know? And those cheat sheets, I mean, oh man, they were so good, you know, because it took a lot of the information that's in the medical surgical textbook and just condensed it down to need to know basis. Again, this is not a sponsored video, but I felt like it was my duty to share with the crew. I know there's a lot of people that are going into the nursing program first years, and there are some that have struggled maybe up until this point, and you just want to get a leg up. This is something that I recommend. I don't know what I know they just changed the structure. Oh, another thing, the support is amazing. You get all these, not spammy emails, but you get emails from the creator, John. And not only do you get emails, but there's a Facebook group. So you get added to this Facebook group, and everybody in there, you have everyone in there with all from different walks of life, different stages in their nursing career, and they will bounce ideas off of one another. You know, maybe they'll show. Oh, there's also questions. There's questions you can answer questions over certain sections to kind of test, like rationales, to kind of test your knowledge. And then if it's something that you know, you got it. And if you don't got it, you can go back and maybe re-review, or maybe that's something that you can do some in-depth reading in your textbook. But I will say that it promises to cut your study time. What did it say? Something crazy about like 60%. I agree. I will say that I was able to cover all of the material for the semester. Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So maybe Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. 4 days. I was able to really, and let me tell y'all, I'll go into more detail on the next video, but I ended up getting we had a exit exam, like a Kaplan, HESI type of exit exam. And for my medical surgical, I got a B pre-curve. After curve, I got a 90 something, you know? And on my final, I got a 90, 92 on my final, which lets you know, and the questions were just as, I think, strenuous as the semester, but I think utilizing this resource, making sure the resource was available, it allowed me to focus on where my weaknesses were, you know, because if I'm strong in something, I don't necessarily need to waste a lot of time. I can just do a quick review over the quick study cheat sheet that he provides for you on NRS&G. And yeah, I mean, y'all, just check it out. Like I say, I think they are still doing the $1 3-day trial. Doesn't hurt to try it out. Doesn't hurt to test it. They also have this section for later on for like when you are ready for NCLEX. So when you're getting ready for your NCLEX and your top must need to know things. Also, I know there was some math on there. I haven't even finished digging through it because it was just so much information, and I wanted to focus on what I needed for this particular semester. But like I said, I felt like it helped me. I felt like it did great. And like I said, I would not share it with y'all if I did not 100% believe in this. So yeah, whatever, check it out if you, it's $1. We spend $1, more than $1 on a cup of coffee. I don't drink coffee, but you know what I mean. You spend $1. So, go ahead and check it out. Like I said, I'll link everything down in the description box. Do not rag on me if I film another video today and I have the same shirt on. Just know that's why, because it's the same day. But yeah, so I'll holler at y'all later. Like I said, we'll talk more in depth about the semester. And then I'll be vlogging over the summer because I am doing an externship program. I got my schedule for the hospital. I got my schedule, so we'll be talking about that a little bit more over the summer. But yeah, I just wanted to, pop in here and give y'all a little hope that there is there's help out there, and I like those little mnemonics or those little tips that say, oh, you can remember this, or sometimes there's so many signs and symptoms or nursing interventions that it can get overwhelming. So I feel like this website kind of streamlined it for me and kind of put it all into perspective. So I'm going to stop talking. I'm going to end this video right now. Like I said, be sure to subscribe to the channel, like this video, share this video. All right? And join the crew. Peace.